Okay, you're live. Go ahead.
Hey everybody, this is Coach Stokes with from the ring to the motherfucking concrete. This is the live video blog that I'm doing of the newly crowned 160-pound WBC Muay Thai champion, Intercontinental Champion Eddie Abasolo. Hey Eddie, thanks for joining me this morning, brother. I really appreciate it, man. It's a little heavy. The reason why I'm doing this, I just want to get out there first and foremost, is to bridge the gap with my listeners, because I have a lot of listeners on the boxing side, because I come from a boxing background, letting them know about the Muay Thai side. So I just want to let them know that it's just not only about boxing, but how boxing can be used within Muay Thai. All right, so you guys listen up. First and foremost, Eddie, how did everything start, man? I mean, what's your background?
Man, I got a rough background, really, you know, and when I started Muay Thai, I had no ambitions of actually fighting, you know what I mean, or actually, I never thought that this was never a vision. I knew nothing about Muay Thai when I first started Muay Thai. All I knew was just fighting with kicks, elbows, and knees, you know, and then one thing just led to another, and I just fell in love, not with the fighting, but with the culture, actually. And then, you know, it was just something that I picked up, and one thing led to another, and here we are today.
Wow. Now you come from the mean streets of Vallejo. Been there, man. It's no joke, man. You definitely are not a statistic. There's a lot of people that are there, you know, a victim to the streets. So I know your family is very, very important to you, especially, you know, you're raised by your mom and your dad. But I also know that that's something that you wanted. Let the people know about your support background when it comes to your wife, man, who's the cornerstone, you know, behind all that.
Oh man, what you see here is just a shell. What you see here is just a display on the display case of what's really going on in the shop. You know what I mean? She makes everything happen, man. You know, there's many times where I wanted to quit, because I didn't have faith in myself, you know. And you know, I believe no matter how successful or how talented people are, everyone goes through that at times. You know, you just need someone solid to tell you that you're on the right track. You know what I mean? Because we all feel lost at times. You know what I mean? So, man, she holds it together, man. You know, she takes care of the kids. She preps my meals. You know what I mean? She makes sure that I have everything I need, especially when I'm cutting weight. You know, and it's hard for me. It kind of doubles her workload. You know, right. But she takes care of it, man. And you know, she always tells me just relax, keep your mind on the fight, do your thing. Although there was this one time, the night before the fight, we got into it. Why you doing this to me? I'll fight tomorrow. But you know that's life, man. That's relationships. Right? For the most part, man, I wouldn't be where I am or who I am or where I'm at without her.
I think that. I understand that. I understand. Well, I guess the fans know, and also we may have some questions coming in, because we're coming in Facebook Live, Periscope Live as well. So may have some fans out there that may ask some questions. But what I want to know is, how did you prepare coming all the way from Northern California to LA? Because we know there's always a rivalry when it comes to the Bay Area and, you know, Southern Cal. You know, you come to this cat's backyard, man, you know, into, you know, hostile territories, man. I mean, it was hostile crowd last night, man. It was pro Josh Aragon, but you came in here, you weathered the storm. How did you prepare mentally and physically to come down here and fight?
Oh, man, one thing just led to another, man. You know, I was supposed to fight May 21st, but that didn't happen. And then, you know, I was in camp for that. And I was supposed to fight with one of my teammates, and he caught a fight after that, 2 weeks after. So I just stayed in camp with him, you know. And then after he fought, Kevin Ross was in camp, so I stayed in camp with him, you know. And I was just trying to stay ready so I didn't have to get ready just in case anything popped up for me, you know.
Right.
And then in the middle of Kevin's camp, we got word that, you know, I had this title shot, you know, against Josh Aragon. And at that point, man, I was in camp for so long that it was just a daily routine. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, no matter what time I went to bed. Usually I go to bed at 12 or 1. I wake up at 4:30, get my stuff together, go to the gym, you know, work out, stretch out, warm up at 6 o'clock, do my boxing routine with Diego, rest for a little bit, work out some more, shadow box, work on my balance, you know, I just did it. I was non-stop, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then come back, do pads with you, and then, you know, at that point I was still teaching personal, so I would, you know, handle my business, work with the A team around 5:30, you know, and do whatever needed to be done. Come home, get my stuff ready, take a shower, put the kids to bed, you know, and by that time it'd be 12 o'clock, and just wash, rinse, and repeat. You know what I mean?
So you pretty much were on autopilot.
Yeah.
You knew what you were gonna do.
Yeah.
Daily routine.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, so at that point, my stamina, you know, my physique and everything, it wasn't a question if I was ready or not. I was ready about a month ago to fight. You know what I mean? But then in that month when I got that fight, no matter how prepared you are physically, that mental state can wear down on you know? But man, it was just, I don't know. I've never felt this focused before. I've never felt this calm. I've really got to know myself this past couple months, and I've been able to control my emotions a lot more. You know? So thinking about the fight, thinking about, you know, my opponent, without really worrying about what's going to happen, what am I going to do, you know, what is he going to do. I just seen his strengths, seen his weaknesses. I didn't really watch him too much, you know, and I just prepared for me. I didn't really prepare for him, I prepared for myself, because a lot of times when I'm in there, I beat myself, and that's what it is, you know. Whether I win or not, I beat myself up because of the way I perform and the way I expect myself to perform. So I just did a lot of self-evaluation, you know, to mentally prepare for this. And just know once I go in there, regardless of what happens, just find his rhythm, break his rhythm, and take what he gives me. You know, and that's what happened.
Okay. Are there any questions that we have on Facebook Live or Periscope? Anybody?
No questions yet.
Okay. Speaking of Josh Aragon, hometown boy, very well known down here. You know, I'm not trying to put any fuel to the fire, but he did kind of, you know, put out there on blast on the blog that he's going to knock you out. How does it feel coming down here? And you know, we know it's all sportsmanship. It's part of the game, selling the fight. But how do you feel coming in his backyard doing that to him?
Oh man, it felt surreal. You know what I mean? Because again, mentally going in there, all respect to Josh Aragon, you know, once again. But coming in here, man, I haven't fought in 8 months. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I wasn't looking for a knockout. I don't know. It's like someone who hasn't been fed. I don't know when I'm gonna eat again, so I want to make it last. You know?
That's right.
I wanted to go all 5 rounds. You know, so. But it didn't go down that way. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you know, him saying he was gonna knock me out, to me, I was just watching Lomachenko's fight, man, his recent one, and his post-fight interview, he said there's a saying in boxing that when you go for a knockout, it never happens, you know, and you look past a lot of things when you go for the knockout.
Right.
You know, you got to get past my weapons. You got to touch me, and I'm going to be a moving target. You know, and intellect moving target at that. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to be moving around.
Exactly.
So
doing it intelligent, not wasting anything.
Yeah, I think that's where he might have slipped up a little bit. You know, and coming out here and doing that, it was surprising. I didn't expect to knock him out. It's a tough dude. You know, it felt good though. You know, it felt good to win the WBC title against the hometown kid by knockout.
It's a Cinderella story, man. I mean, it's like one of those type of Rocky type episodes. Man, I definitely was happy for you.
Yeah.
I know Tuesday is back to work, going back to bases. You know, tomorrow, Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
The gym is closed for the holiday, but Kai Hollenbeck has a fight in Connecticut, so he's leaving Wednesday. But he's training tomorrow.
Oh, so as I was Monday.
Yeah,
so you know, the hustle definitely doesn't stop.
Yeah.
For anybody who is thinking about becoming a fighter, Muay Thai, and wants to do things that you do, what would you recommend to them? Because you know, you have a lot of people say, you know, I want to be a fighter, or they see a movie and they get inspired. You know, I want to be a fighter. I want to be a fighter. I want to do these things. What would you tell them? What are the first steps? What would you recommend to them? And be real, man. Be real. You know, don't cut any corners.
What's up, Dan? The first steps, I would say, is to try it out because it's not for everyone. You know, go in there, see what you can do, see if you got what it takes, and you got to be dedicated. You know? A lot of people tell me you're lucky that you get to live your dream. It's not luck. I sacrifice a lot. You got to be able to sacrifice. That's the main thing. I sacrifice time with my kids. I sacrifice time with my wife. I sacrifice time with myself. You know, I break my own peace just to do this. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love to do this, but it's hard. No matter if you're doing what you love or you're not, it's always work. You know what I mean? It's always work. There's always gonna be times where you get up and like, oh, I don't wanna do this. Why am I doing this? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, man, I might as well just get a 9 to 5, you know, and just go to work so I can just chill the rest of the day. But doing what you love, it's not easy. It's not easy. You gotta be willing to sacrifice. And it's gonna really show your true colors as a person, you know, because everything in life is compared to fighting. You know what I mean? Whether people are in the hospital fighting for their lives, you know, whether people are in another sport fighting to dig deep, you know, it all comes back to fighting yourself, you know. So it's not for everyone. You just gotta give it a shot and then ask yourself, is this what you really want? And if you tell yourself this is what you really want and you think it, the universe is going to test you. Right. You know, God is going to test you. He's going to put you in positions to where you have to make choices to where you got to choose this or not. You know what I mean? And there's no half-stepping. You can't half-step it.
I think that was great. Definitely wrap up. One more thing I'd like to say. Is there anybody that you like to thank, you know,
man, so many.
Brought you here.
So many people, man.
Go ahead, go right ahead, brother.
First of all, you know, of course, man, I want to thank God. You know, I talk to him every day, every night. You know, I thank him for waking me up every morning, you know, and giving me the opportunity to do what I love. You know, everyone's not as fortunate as I am. You know, I'm not lucky, but I do have some fortune. You know, he's blessed me. I want to thank, you know, everyone at CSA, you know, Coach Kieran, man, that man has really changed my life. You know, he's done a lot for me, and more than I can explain. You know, I want to thank my wife, my kids, my dad, my mom, my brothers and sisters, my family, my fans, my supporters. You know, even the people who don't support me. You know, there's this saying that Ray Lewis said. I'm trying to make it to a point to where even the people that don't like me got to watch me. You know what I mean?
That's deep.
So I want to thank just everyone out there who acknowledges the good and the bad, because I'm gonna stay humble regardless. I want to thank Coach Stokes. I want to thank the Stokes family. They've been a huge blessing to me, huge, right here and right here. So for the last 2 weeks, man, Lime and Keith came down. They really put it on me. I want to thank them. Oh man, there's just, the list goes on, man. I want to thank all my sponsors. If there's anyone I forgot, just know in my heart I love you guys, and it's all love, So.
Eddie, first and foremost, I want to tell you, man, I've seen Blossom grow a lot, man, since I first met you. And with that being said, man, you have a lot of talent, man. You have a lot of talent. And most importantly, you have a lot of structure, and you're very humble, man. You have a lot of people that have talent, but they're not humble. They get away from that. So it's that old saying, once you stop being green, you stop growing. Once you stop learning, you need to quit. Man, keep going, man. This is your time. And I can see you up there, man. I can see you up there. Your name is up there with Eddie, Kevin Ross and Gaston Bolanos and those guys, man. Zoila, I can see that. It's going to happen, man. So just stay mounted, stay planted, stay rooted. Keep God in your life, man. And can't nobody stop you. This is Coach Stokes live from the ring to the motherfucking concrete. Here live with Eddie Abasolo, the new WBC 160lb Intercontinental Champion. Hey, he got the strap on. He's bringing it back up to the Bay Area. Bay Area stand up.
I told you, Coach, you did it.
Did it. One love, baby. Thanks, man.
No doubt.